Unapologetic.
Yeah.
Unapologetic.
Podcast.
Unapologetic.
Yeah.
Unapologetic.
Podcast.
Unapologetic.
That's a pun.
Unapologetic.
Having fun.
Unapologetic.
Podcast.
Unapologetic.
Yeah.
Back on the pod with the folks. Back on the pod with the jokes.
Ha ha funny.
Back on the pod with the bros. Back on the pod with the ghosts.
No sheep, no bunnies.
Back on the pod with the news. Back on the pod for the views.
Monetization.
Pod get dirty, need soap. Pod on green, let's go.
Start the show.
Welcome back to another episode of the Unapologetic Podcast. I'm Rome.
I'm Cam.
He doesn't want to follow directions. He knows the drill. We only 4 episodes in, duh. But anywho, we back. How you feeling?
It don't matter. Let's get straight into it. Top 5 Southern songs of all time. This is our list. Argue in the comments, because I know you're going to argue about the last 2. First 3, we should be all on the same page, so let's get straight to it.
Okay.
Back that ass up, number 1. Number 1 booty shaking song of all time.
There'll never be
replaced.
It'll never be replaced.
So number 1, back that ass up. This crazy
I don't care what you
Southern song.
Don't care what you Gen Zs or whatever is, but after us, it don't matter. It back that ass up.
Number 2.
Number 2.
We could put this number 1. I wouldn't be mad. International Players Anthem.
Phenomenal.
You got 3 legendary Southern groups: Outkast, UGK, and 3 6 Mafia.
Phenomenal.
3 6 Mafia did the beat. UGK and Outkast rapped on it. Iconic video. Iconic first verse from Andre 3000. When that come on, everyone's happy. It feels good. The sample was great. Phenomenal song. Read the backstory. 3, Still Tipping.
On Fofos.
Come on, man.
Come on.
I'm not even from Texas, and I feel like I'm from Texas when I hear that.
Phenomenal.
Everybody rapped. Everybody did their thing. The beat was hard. As soon as it come on, you gotta love. I don't know nobody who don't like that song.
You'll never hear Big Boss Belt Buckle
Under My Michelin Nest.
under my Michelin Nest in a song again.
Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones.
Who?
Come on,
Oh,
man. Come on, man. You remember the number?
Come on. I will have to once I get into the rhythm of the song.
So I'm
in the rhythm of the song.
He didn't drop the ball. He dropped the call.
Was it 281-330-8004?
Come on, now.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You know, come on, man.
I should have never doubted you.
Come on,
we
man.
too Southern
I just had to
boys.
scare you for a second.
Yeah,
Go on, man.
you scared me. You did. All right, this one I'm about to scare y'all. Number 4, Swag Surfing.
All right, talk about it.
Fight Your Mama, not me.
Talk about it.
I didn't make them make that song.
Yeah.
I didn't put whatever they put in that song to make that a legendary Southern song, but
Come on.
that's a song that bring everybody together. When that song drop, it make waves, no pun intended.
Yeah.
Anywhere you go, any black function, most likely they're gonna play Swag Surfing, especially if you in the South.
And I'm going to get back to that because he actually, because people only was talking about the hook, but he low-key was rapping in the first verse, but I'm going to get back to the lyrics later.
Come on, man. That's what I'm saying.
Come on, man.
It's the younger generation electric slide, the way it brings people together. I know we still do electric slide to Frankie Beverly and all that, of course.
Absolutely.
Oh, respect. But when that come on for the younger generation, we all get in unison and do what we got to do.
Come on, man.
Collectively show you what rhythm look like. And last but not least, Nuck If You Buck. It's an anthem.
It's an anthem, man.
It's a black anthem.
We said it's a song that can bring people together and it can separate people at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you got to pick which side you on when it comes to that
You got to pick
song.
what side you on, but it did numbers in the South.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm not talking about like numbers like sell wise, but this impact wise. Like them last 2, I'm talking about impact. And when you go to a party and hear them songs, like any party you go to in the South, you most likely going to hear Swag Surfing and Nuck If You Buck. It's a high probability.
Absolutely.
Even the first 3 I named, you may not hear, you should, but them last 2, you definitely gonna hear. That's why I had to put them in there. Of course, there's other phenomenal Southern songs we could have went to.
Absolutely. Because I know y'all already arguing.
I know y'all already yelling.
And it's fine.
Drop it in the comments. You tell me what's your 5.
The top three is tough. The top two is tough to argue. Top two is very tough. Don't tough to argue
with your mama.
It's tough to argue.
The last two, we open suggestions. I know some of y'all say Minds Playing Trick on Me, Ghetto Boys, and
it's
a bunch of
in there.
Outkast, phenomenal songs. It's phenomenal songs in there.
Yeah. We can't put all of them.
Talking about that top five, man. That ain't a bad five.
That ain't a bad five.
We looked at it and said, let's look at it, from the macro, not the micro.
Yeah. Because if you look at it from the micro,
something for everybody.
You look at it from the micro, some of these other songs are gonna get beat out by the real the classic Southern song. But if you look at it from the macro, you talk about impact, you talk about cultural movement. Like even Knuck If You Buck, we got made into that other song that they tried to make into that. It's one of them dances a couple years ago, and everybody was like, "Nah, that's Knuck
Don't do that.
That's Knuck If You Buck."
All got legendary beats. All got legendary openings. As soon as you hear, you know what time it is. Come on, man. So top five Southern songs of all time.
Look, in Swag Surf, I don't know if people know, but he started out his verse. He said, "Okay, I pop off in the club with a pocket full of bands. Big, stupid, fresh, like I'm wrapped up in saran. Swag super cool, blowing strong like a fan, and my chain shining hard. I just gave my neck a tan. Pockets on Popeye because they swole like that spinach. Peachtree swag, you can call me Mr. Lennox. Bottles in my hand, putting on just like cable. Surfing on the scene like a young Kelly Slater." Come on, man.
Man.
My man was rapping in there.
He was rapping.
And and just in honor of our boy, because we had to give him a disappointing review. There's no Knuck If You Buck verse like Lil Wayne's. Phenomenal. Phenomenal if you go listen to that. If you haven't listened to it, go treat yourself.
Spit it.
Go treat yourself.
Spit it.
Come on, man.
Spit it.
Come on, man.
Spit it.
Okay, we swag in, we buff into the banger bus. No, I do not come to the flip it, but I do not come with the Olympics, but the flame with us.
I got
with
that Tuscan, that scummy,
and that angel dust.
So pick your higher
correct supply, and that.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's a verse.
Look up the lyrics, man. You done butchered it.
It's a verse. It's a verse.
You done butchered it now. So look it up now, because I can't let it go out like that. You can't hype it up and then kill it like that.
I ain't heard it in a little bit.
Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do them like that.
Oh, okay, here you go. Here we go.
And you know the best part at the end.
Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, nah, it's coming back fresh now. Okay, yeah. Nigga, we bustin' and bustin' to the bang of bust. No, we do not run for the Olympics, but the flame with us. I got that Tussin, that scummy, and that angel dust. So pick your high, I will supply, and correct changes what's up. We bring that bussin'. We bussin' like this thing for us. You niggas is sleeveless, man, you can't hang with us. I got a bitch who speaks Spanglish. She keep her bangles dangling in the cocaine. Is right up in her anus. Old Wayne is right up in the spot where he's supposed to be. Got Hova at the game and now he coaching me, but I've been a champion. Happy as I ever been. Lamping in the Hamptons like what the fuck is a hammock? The chef up in the kitchen like what the fuck is a sandwich? I'm like, we gotta find middle ground. We need balance. Challenge me, that be to my advantage. I'm out standing outside up in the twister and walking high-handed. Standing outside up in the blizzard and walking not damaged. Serving nickel back in Iraq, bet I will not panic. Swerve the nickel back in Iraq, bet I will not panic. Cop another one the next day and drive it crazy. Yeah, the seats will be lazy. Yeah. Nina, the seats will be lazier. Nina Serafina, my girl, so then I baby her, waving her, too crazy. Fugazis, I'm too brazen, like 3 brazies deep. I got 380s and P80s, 99s, M10s, and M1s, and 12 gauges, shell cases, money put up for gel cases, bell make it. My mama say, tuck your chain, son, they'll take it. I hit her with one of them stale faces, like, I be damn, mama, they know who I am, mama. I'm still your little boy, but to them I'm the man, mama. Fuck with your boy, man. Holly Grove the hood, nigga. Throw that in your face till you get that understood.
Go!
Come on!
And that's why I'm so disappointed.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad about it.
I'm so disappointed that the nigga is the GOAT.
But those are the top 5 we got, man.
That got me so hype. I'm sweating.
It's hot.
Shit.
Seattle getting hot now. But those are our top 5 Southern songs. We grew up in those, so maybe we got some nostalgia. You can probably turn off us a little bit. I don't think
it's too far to reach.
Oh, it's too far to reach.
I ain't got
Okay.
Kevin Durant arms.
Oh yeah.
I got Cameron Miller arms.
You ain't got the Kevin Durant on.
Yeah, him. He could have been on the sofa and turned
Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah. And the other thing about Back That Ass Up, it's like the reason why it's hard to beat, because as soon as you hear, and we had a whole live act that we did on this, but as soon as you hear dun, that's all you need. That's all you need. And booty is on the floor.
And that's why all these songs are phenomenal. Because the
That's
first
true.
quarter, every song,
That's
you know what
true.
it is. Like, Still Tippin'.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's you ready.
The Players Anthem.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Nugget be butt. Boom, boom.
And then Swag Surfing. Whatever that
Man,
sound
I got
is.
that. Yeah, they
What's that sound? It was like crescendo
Oh, but they
or
go
something?
dun, dun,
But no, I thought, it come on with that first sound first.
Yeah, no, it's
That
I can play a quick second.
Like it was
It's a quick second. I can play it because we should be all right.
as soon
with
as
a
you
quick
hear whatever
second.
that sound is,
Swag.
you know what time it is. See,
Okay,
why you went to YouTube?
Everybody want to get
I
their
knew
money.
you went to
I
YouTube.
had to do it.
No,
I
you
had to
didn't. You
do
could have
it.
went to your iTunes.
That the horn,
Yeah,
yeah.
that old horn,
So it's a
whatever.
little horn, but yeah. Put your arguments in the comments. We'll see. I know some real Southerners that listen to us, so some of y'all gonna agree. Some of y'all might be like, you know what, I ain't mad at the list, but some of y'all gonna be like, nope.
Had to account for everybody in it.
That's all. And Swag
could've went
Surfer
rappity
crossed
rap.
over, but some people don't necessarily do it the right way, but it did cross. It did cross over.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna stay on music. So Will Smith released a song. I just had it pulled up. Yeah, Will Smith released a song called Pretty Girls. And I didn't. So first, I seen it on Twitter, and somebody was like, "Why does Will Smith keep releasing music?" So I was like, and it made me laugh.
Oh my
I ain't got no beef with Will releasing music, but it was a funny take when he said it. I was like, "All right, let me go listen
that's
to
funny.
it." And so I clicked it, and then I was like, "Why does Will Smith keep releasing music?" Nah, but I listened to it.
That's a man conflicted. If he want
I'm
to be truly
conflicted.
honest,
I'm conflicted, and that's why I'm conflicted.
he don't want to.
'Cause I rock with Will.
He still want to work with Will.
I
He
rock with
conflicted.
Will. It's not even about working with Will. I think he respects an opinion. Do I like the song? No, I don't like the song. Where I'm conflicted is I like anybody, any human, to express themselves in whatever way they want to.
Political.
I'm being honest. I do. Sometimes they shouldn't express themselves the way they want to because it came off a bit corn to me. It just had a little corn on it, and I was just like, I get the message, I understand. I don't know if it's the beat, I don't know if it's the lyrics, I don't know if it was the video. I won't be listening to it again because it ain't for me. And then it says that I don't know. It says iconic actor 56 released a song that fans declare is already a summer hit. I'm not. I want to know the people. I want to talk to them and what they like. They could be just diehard Will Smith fans, and I think we all love Will Smith. But like this one wasn't it for me per se. When I went to his album release party, I don't remember this song per se, but then again, everybody was standing talking because he was there, so nobody was really listening to the album. They was wanting to take pictures with Will Smith, so I get that part. But yeah, that was my take on the song. You said you just listened to it. What was your take?
Sucked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't good. It wasn't my cup of tea. As I said, it felt corn. Like
Didn't like the music video. Didn't like the outfits he wore in the music video. I didn't like anything about it.
It felt like if a dad was like doing a special video for his like kid. So is there a cutoff? of like okay. You're an artist, yes. So because I know there are artists, rock and roll artists that, you know, they go on tour, they do their thing till they 80, 90 years old. Are they doing it off of old music or are they doing it off of new music? I don't know. But like with rap, it's very particular. And I'm just not sure.
I think the way I look at rap, you just have to be really elite to be in your 50s doing it.
Fair.
Like Jay-Z, he's not finished. He can do it. He's the only one that can just still sound modern. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But people like Will Smith, he can still do it too, but it's not for me. He didn't make that song for me. It's for his audience.
He definitely did.
I mean, even if you think it's corny, that's all his music been. Get jiggy with it and all this stuff. It's
but
like,
I can rock with like getting jiggy and stuff.
I mean, you can rock with it, but it don't mean it ain't corny or something like that. Ain't necessarily for you. He made that for his audience, the people that rock with his music. That's not for me. So only reason I really listened to it because you said you bring it up on the podcast.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, let me be prepared. But if you didn't, I would have never clicked on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah,
like I see Will Smith. I don't click on Will Smith for music. I click on Will Smith for movies.
Absolutely.
So it's not for me. So it's okay. He can make all the music he wants.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Not necessarily gonna listen to it unless it's on the radio. And I don't listen to the radio.
Yeah. Yeah. What I did like when I went to that album release party, he was talking about of course, the ebbs and flows of his career and getting back to music and all that. Like I like the position he's coming from, but at the end of the day, if it don't sonically sound good for me, it just don't sound
Sonically,
good.
It sounded what it needed to sound like. I just don't like anything else about it.
I don't like sonically. It didn't sound good for me, but I know what you're saying. Like it had the elements of what it needed to have for a song.
It's mixed well. It's mastered.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be all that, but just I wasn't with it.
But the lesson here, guys, no matter if they at your album listening party or not, they gonna get on a podcast and say they don't like your music.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you're gonna have your opinion. Absolutely. There's some people out there that don't like our skits at all.
I've had a full on joke. I'll just
but it's real. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out
But here's the thing. I don't think it's terrible. Like,
no, it's not terrible. There's songs that are terrible.
Like, no, this is terrible.
Yeah, there's some terrible songs out
but
there.
This ain't terrible. It's not for me. I do think it's bad as a song, but I don't think it's like if this came on, oh my goodness, turn that off. Like it could be on in the background, whatever.
Like if I'm shopping in the store and it come on.
Yeah. If I'm in the car and it come on the radio, I won't necessarily be like, turn that off. Turn that shit sucks.
Yeah. No,
like,
there's some songs we've heard. We be like, oh yeah, turn that off. One of our best favorite jokes that we do in this house, and I'll tell you guys.
And my bad. When I said it sucked, I'm bringing it to my level of what I want to hear.
Yeah.
So on my level, I think it sucks. From just a basic level of this music, I don't think it sucks.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
It don't
it don't sway you either
me.
way.
Yeah, it don't move me or nothing. But if you talking about bring it to what I want to hear,
then yeah,
it sucks.
Okay.
If it's not, then it's cool.
Yeah, for sure. We have this joke in here where we'll put on a song, like if it's a new song or something like that, or an artist who we don't necessarily listen to, we be like, all right, let me get this song a shot. And so the room will be like chill, like maybe I'll be over the counter or Cam will be on the couch and he'll play the song. And the joke of the whole thing is if you hear the song, actually I could be in my room and if I hear him play the song and you hear it, you might hear the song for like 30 to 45 seconds and then you just hear it go off and you hear like the TV come on or something like that. And it's stillness. And we'll just bust out laughing because we know what that means. That means that's over for that. There's nothing else for me to say about that.
I don't like it. A lot of times it's in the first 15 seconds if you're going to like a song or at least it got some elements that you rocking with. Most of the time, I get up out of there.
Yeah, ain't no need to stay in there if you don't like it. That ain't it. It was something I didn't write down on a list of things to talk about today that I just thought about. So I cut my finger yesterday, opening a box, and the scissor hit
What
my
type
finger.
of box were you opening?
Essential water.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't be opening another box with scissors. Now, there are some other scissors out there who do scissor and they open boxes. But the scissors I was cutting with,
Okay.
you wouldn't want to open boxes with that.
Okay.
But the box that I was opening, thing slipped, cut a little skin. So it was a little skin. It was one of them you do it, you like, oh, come on. Started bleeding. But then it just continued to bleed. And so I was like, let me Google something.
Should have ran it under cold water.
I did that. And I
Put some alcohol on it.
It said fingers are particularly prone to bleeding profusely due to several factors: high capillary density, shallow tissue depth, arterial proximity, motion and pressure, poor clotting ability, lack of muscle compression. So basically, I didn't realize that your finger bleeds the most out of everywhere when you cut it. Like if you cut the top of your finger off, they said you need to go get that patched up ASAP because it can just bleed. But it's a deeper thing why I want to talk about this. So that happened, ran a cold water, went and got a Band-Aid, cool, it's fine. I just started thinking people be out here getting stabbed. That was just like skin and a little bit like, when you get, it's going through arteries and like that's when you have to not like somebody. Like really, you have to truly not like somebody.
It's a crime
to
of passion.
stab
That's
them.
personal.
Like that's personal.
When you stabbing somebody, you getting up in there, you pushing in, pulling out.
They're doing it
pushing
again.
in and pulling out.
Like they suffering.
Absolutely.
I was just like, nah, man. That stabbing stuff, I started to think about, the medieval movies and shit. Them swords be long.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it.
Long. And I'm like, nah, man. Like when they used to, and you got to be back then when there wasn't no guns, you got to be on the front line. It's over for you. It's over for you. Somebody put you on the front line, it's a wrap. Go ahead and cancel it because they coming through, they stabbing. It's not fun. And I just thought about that from that little scissor prick, and I was like, I don't like it.
And speaking of stabbing, one place they be stabbing people?
Where?
Prison.
See?
So let me go into the next topic.
Okay.
This girl asks ex-prisoners, what's the worst thing you saw inside the prison walls? This is a Twitter topic. Let me read some of these. We had an offender with a colonoscopy bag. Every time he would shower, the most terrible smell would fill the unit. We asked him multiple times not to burp his bag in the shower, but he swore he wasn't. Eventually, after developing an infection, his doctor found out he was charging other inmates to have sex with this hole. So they was tearing up that hole so he would take out the bag, that hole they put the bag in. He was charging inmates to
bang his stomach hole.
Yeah, stab his stomach hole with their penis.
So they was getting some stoochie, some stomach.
They get some stoochie.
Getting some stoochie.
Yeah, they was shanking his stoochie.
Oh no, man!
Yeah.
So he wasn't throwing it back; he was throwing it to the side.
He was throwing it to the side.
He was getting some stoochie. No, man.
That's some abnormal behavior. What happened?
Phenomenal joke.
What happened?
Phenomenal joke.
What happened?
Come on. No, that's insane.
They were beating up that torso.
Getting your torso beat, and now you got you eye to eye. Like if somebody,
y'all both look. It looked like that Will Ferrell and Roxbury movie.
Oh yeah, they just
imagine coming in there. You see two dudes and they look at you.
Damn, dog.
They're looking at you.
He throwing stoochie around, dog.
Stoochie, man.
No, all right.
I spent 6 years in prison. 1 month in, I watched a Crip on Crip gang stabbing. They stabbed the guy 60 plus times while he was curled up in a ball screaming help. But nobody could because you will be the next target. He somehow survived, but I couldn't tell you how. I think about it every day.
He survived.
There was a talk about a guy assaulting his own daughter. Some guys made him a cup of morning coffee. Morning coffee is basically taking a kettle, pouring cooking oil in it, heat it up and add a lot of sugar, then throw it in somebody's face. Oh. And they do that because it'll stick.
Oh, that makes it
stick on you longer, so they really want to burn you. He said, not prison, but jail. 6 months pregnant and her water broke. COs didn't believe her and waited to take her to the hospital until she was hemorrhaging. The baby died and the woman was released because they didn't want to pay medical costs.
Golly, that's terrible.
I worked in the medical department of a large prison in Florida. We had an inmate bite a bigger inmate's nose off, the tip. The bigger guy kept asking the kid for sex and the kid had enough. We saw several stabbings, several where life flatted out, but those weren't the most interesting. We had an inmate smoke some bad spice made out of God knows what. He came to the medical out of his mind and later died because it caused brain hemorrhaging. One guy got dislocated patella and was just sitting patiently as I got his info. I asked, did it hurt? And he said, yeah. I asked how he was so chill and he replied, because I'm not a bitch.
Hey, you don't want to fight that man.
I'll read 2 more.
Okay.
Done 11 years myself. One of the worst things I've seen is 2 members of a gang called Goodfellas, a.k.a. 40 Deep, jumped on a blood on the way back from Pill Call. One used a large knife. The other had a fan motor in the net bag and used that as a flail. Also seen/heard multiple people being raped. A friend of mine admitted to me after a year or so that he had been actively raped every night by his roommate, a triple OG from the Bloods, for about a 5-month period. There's more just what I could. Well, that's where he ended it.
Yeah,
so
he's saying he could have said more, but
yeah. I spent 8 years in prison in the state of Georgia. There was a guy who made a hustle to hold and to hide in illegal cell phones from Mexican gangs. When a shakedown/search occurred, this man was responsible for the loss of many of those cell phones. He was confronted on the yard and tried to escape by climbing the fence. He got stuck in the razor wire, shredding his forearms, while 7 or 8 Mexican gang members were stabbing him all in the back of his legs and his ass. Nah, man. Nah.
I think this is a good time to break because we're going to come back. We're going to tell you why we never, ever going to be going through any of that again. No, well, I said again, ever. We never went through it. So we're going to break and we'll be right back. All right, so we back and continuing on the conversation of prison. Everything about it is just not right. Cam showed me a video where it was a music video, but we've also heard stories like this where this guy came into the cell and he barely got in there. Like he walked in.
Still got his sheets and pillows in his hand. He just like, walked in there.
I just got in here and they like, you know you're going to have to like basically run the fade.
They asked him like, where you from, homie?
Yeah.
It's a California prison. He said, I'm neighborhood. He like, which one? 60s. And he said, which one? He said, all of them. He said, you know you're gonna have to get down in here, right? You're gonna have to squabble. He's like, yeah, let's go. He said, you're gonna have to run them fades. He said, let's go. So immediately, I'm like, can I put my pillow? Can I locate my bunk?
Can I just locate the bunk?
Pillows and my things down?
Just can we have some decorum when it comes to this? I get it. I understand the dynamics of it, but is there any room for adulthood here?
Is there any room for a conversation? You don't know what I've been through. Like I could be dehydrated from the bus ride to get here. I could be sleepy.
Yeah, because like
I'm not at my physical best right now.
At respectfulness, it's just like, okay, a respectful fade would just be like, don't you want me at my best? Like I just got in here.
Like he could have said, hey, you got an hour to settle in, then you got to run this fade. All right,
okay.
All right, I get it.
I don't necessarily want to, but all right, I got to do it.
Let me settle. But nah, as soon as he got in there, you got to run it. And he said you got to run 2. So you got to run back-to-back fades?
What's the issue?
What if I get knocked out in the first
That's
one?
what I'm saying.
I still got to wait. They're going to wait till I wake up, then I got to do it again?
And is this supposed to be like, all right.
In my bad, can I spread it out over 2 business days?
You want to spread the fade out?
Yeah, let me do one today,
honestly,
one tomorrow.
I think that's doable. We could, hey, let's do one today, one tomorrow. Like I'm okay with. Here's the thing: there's no pushback on the fade. I get that. We got a fade, cool. It's just leading up to it. I
get PTO hours for fades? Where I can put in my PTO time? Like, hey, during this time, I don't want to be fading.
Because when you go into a job, the boss don't want you in there 6, coughing, sneeze. You ain't at your bed. Like, here, take a day. You can come back. I want you at top notch because say he beat me and I just got in there. I got my stuff in my hand. I'm discombobulated. Did you really win? Like, I mean, you did really win, but did you like get me at my best? And I feel like you want me at my best. Like,
and then my thing is, okay, we fight. Now it's gonna be awkward. I'm like, hey, where my bunk? Like, Well, I beat you up. You may want to fight some more. Like
that's funny.
Can we get the logistics out the way first?
Got you. And that's your biggest issue.
That's my only issue.
Gotcha.
I just put my stuff on where my bunk is gonna be. So when I'm done fading, if I'm hurt, I know where I'm headed to. Imagine getting up hurt and like, all right, where my bunk? I just want to be able to go straight to my bunk after I fight two people.
And they want you to run two.
And they ain't small dudes in there.
These aren't small.
They gonna give you the biggest dude.
Yeah, I think there has to be some type of etiquette. That's all.
It gotta be, man.
There's just some type of etiquette to where we get in here. And like we seen the video, or I think we read something one time where dude, he just got in there. He had the line. It was a line. It was a line of dudes. What's this for? Here's the thing. I don't know y'all at all. Like, if anything, can we come together? Like, maybe this is something we could do together.
A little small context I forgot to put in, but I've seen it from multiple jails, so it's just not this. This one we're talking about makes a small tad of bit of sense because they put a Crip in a blood tank.
Okay.
Which is not good.
It's not good.
So he had to fade them two bloods.
That's fair.
But I've seen it also in like Miami where dude, as soon as he come in, they got to fight.
So no matter what, I don't even know nothing. I just got in here.
Got to fight. They trying to test you. What happened to Scantrons? What happened to fill in the blanks? What happened to A, B, C, D?
And you on to something because I hated pop quiz. I don't know what's on this test.
You know what I'm saying? You just walked into the class. You like, take your pencils out. We got pop quiz.
Nigga,
you like, what's going on?
I don't know you.
Can I sit down first? Good morning. Damn. So now I got a pop fade.
Like that's your first day of school. You walk in. He say, "All right, well, this is gonna be the test for the day." I barely know what class this is. Like,
I just met you, dog.
I just met you.
Can we start off on the right foot? Can we get to know each other first?
And that's the thing. We not running from the fade. It's the lead up to the fade. I just want
And we already in prison. We supposed to be getting better. And we leading with our fists. We should be men. We should be able to talk this out. I just got here, bro.
And that's
first. I'm already scared.
I'm already scared because
I don't know nobody in here.
And I think the other issue is you not ready. You fighting for your life. Because you might kill me in here when we fight. Like, I just got in here.
And then how long is this fade?
That's true, because who breaking this up? Some prison, they let niggas fight.
How long is this fade? We gonna get tired.
I think there should be a time. On first introductory fades, I think 30 seconds, and that's a long time.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. But I'm
on Bob and Weave for at least 29 and then throw one punch.
But I think you need to set a time limit on fades for first getting in jail, because I think that's only right.
I just think it need to be a little getting to know each other, a little let me get settled time.
Yeah.
A little grace period.
Yeah. Because what if they could end up, y'all can end up having a conversation and you might be a cool dude, man. Why we got
there's no other situation in life. I walk in the room, I just got to fight immediately. In first introduction.
Imagine it's your first day at Apple. As soon as you get in the Apple, put the laptop down.
You know you got to run some phase. Like, what?
What you mean? I just got in. Yeah, no, everybody at Apple. Soon as you get in. It would be
insane, right?
That would be insane. To work here, I just got here.
Now, if the Apple dude took the wrong turn, end up on the Microsoft floor or something, right. I get it.
Maybe got fade. Maybe gotta.
Yeah. Maybe gotta throw some of them out the window.
Gotta bite the apple. Microsoft turned to micro hard.
Apple turned to scrapple.
Ain't nothing gonna be PC about it.
And once we done fighting, I'm gonna still act like a Mac, like ain't nothing happened.
That's it, because it's my Steve job to do that.
That boy Tim Cooking over there.
All right, moving on. That boy Tim Cooking. So, this is an interesting thing. I wanted to just a little fun topic. So it's just a question, because somebody either asked me on, was it Twitter? I couldn't remember, but it said, I would love for you guys to give a fun fact that not many people know about you. And if you had one, I mean, I can go first, but if you had one. So when they first said that, I was like, I think I've talked about this before. But I'm gonna say it again anyway. Fun fact that a lot of people don't know about me is that I didn't have feeling in my nipples for 1 year. Let's be serious. This is a fun fact.
You threw serious out the window.
I didn't have feeling in my nipples.
But you knew what that would do. That's why you didn't even want to tell me what yours was. Because you knew how I would react to that, and you know how they going to react to that.
I want everybody listening to this to grow
now
up.
it's
I
like-
want all y'all to grow up. Everybody listening to this. So let me explain. Like Kevin Hart said, let me explain.
I'm trying to nip it in the bud.
When I was 17 years old, so I have 2 scars around both of my nipples. So my nipples are basically been in a war zone. They fought. Okay. Let's be serious here. So what happened was when I oh man, this is why you gotta be able to laugh at yourself, man. It's fun. All right, so what happened was I was born with a rare condition where you can form breast tissue inside of men, and so they found like some lumps or something like that. Now lumps could be cancer, you don't know what it is, and as a mother she was like, hey, let's get this up out of here. So they had to cut both sides open, grab the lumps or whatever, the extra tissue, get it up out of there. Which, cool, it is what it is. It's life. When I was younger, was I ashamed of it? Absolutely. But as I got older and I seen other stuff and read about it and got better about it, I was like, it is what it is. It's life. It's a war wound. It's a scar. It is what it is. So then the doctor, after I woke up from surgery, he goes, I got some good news. He was like, we removed everything all good. I was like, all right, cool. He said, I also got some bad news. One of 2 things. Either A, you'll never have feeling in your nipples again, or they'll be gone for a little while. We just not sure how long. I said, so ain't gonna be no nipple touching for a while. Ain't no, the nipple twists for a while.
I don't know why anybody would be doing that to you.
Niggas in high school be doing wild stuff. Niggas used to hit each other in the groin, which is crazy.
Those are the white boys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they was a little wild. So I said, okay. So like, he was like, so you just may not have any sensation. So I was all wrapped up, bandaged up. It's tough moving when you had surgery on your chest, because you realize you're moving around with this a lot. So that was a lot. I had a bag of blood that I had to like excess stuff that I had to empty. All
Nobody
type of
was
stuff.
trying to hit that up though.
Well, nobody trying to get. I wasn't giving no stoochie out.
No stooshing.
And so then one day, so this goes on for a while, and then one day I went to put on my shirt, and the shirt draped over my nips, and the nips got a little sensation. I was like, wait a minute. It was like, in the movies when somebody moved a toe a little bit. I was like, oh shit, hold on. Then I touched the nip and the feeling came back, and I was like, man, that's cool, man. I got some feeling back in my nips.
But as a man, how important really is it for you to have sensation in your nipples? Because how often is like that's a thing? Like for a woman, I understand. Mm-hmm. But for a man,
During sex, I mean, like nipple play.
Are you one of them men?
I don't mind if a girl want to suck on my chest, kiss on my chest. I don't mind at all. It actually feels kind of good sometimes.
Yeah, I don't want her sucking on my chest like I got something like a titty.
I mean, not sucking like that, but a girl might kiss your chest. She might caress
Kissing
it.
chest
That's
is
what I'm saying.
fine.
Like that's what I'm like that sensation. All right, cool. We in the moment. Touch my body. Like it's all good.
Most people wouldn't know about me. I'm a pretty decent cook.
Hey man, that shit sounds.
I'm a pretty decent cook. If you haven't been to my house or I haven't never
man.
cooked for you, you wouldn't know. But I'm a pretty decent cook.
I thought you were gonna go with possibly the chocolate thing. Because I know some people be surprised when they hear it.
No, Like, honestly, it's not too much y'all don't know about me. Like, my whole life, last 15 years, been on the internet. And then when you have a podcast, you really talk about your life.
But no,
so
I
a lot of people know I don't like chocolate.
A lot of people know
Yeah,
that.
I've said that many times before on the pod.
I ain't think my bad. I ain't think you said it that many times.
I've said it many times on the pod where they know I don't like chocolate.
Okay.
But yeah,
honestly, our
pretty
lives
good
do
cook.
be out there. We done told a lot
So
of
it
stuff.
ain't really too much I can say at this point because we be more transparent than most people.
We really do.
You know, when you doing comedy as well, those are the most transparent people ever. So
we learn to laugh at ourselves.
yeah, we ain't trying to be too cool for school. So
too cool for
so
school.
yeah, you know everything about me, but
That's
you may
fair.
not know I'm a pretty decent cook.
There you go. And that's why you said it's hard to have a girl who can't cook better than you because you gonna want a little
I'm
trouble.
excited too.
I want to be excited too.
I want to be excited too. I don't want to be a pie.
I don't want to be. I want to be excited too. Another interesting thing. So, someone asked me, "Have I learned how to relax?" And I thought this was interesting because I didn't know how to answer. Basically, so when I'm at home, you know how there's some people who can like lay around. They can physically lay around. They'll be like, oh, well, yeah, what you doing Saturday? Oh, well, I stayed in the bed till 1 p.m. Then I got up and then I went back to the bed. Yes, that's a form of relaxation, and I think you should relax. I don't know if I've learned how to relax that hard yet. Because whenever I'm in the bed too long, I feel like I need to do something. Even when I don't have nothing to do. And I don't know if it's just because I'm not at a place, I'm not satisfied with where I am yet, or if I just relax differently than maybe what the version of relaxation for some people is.
I think that's a lot of it because how you relax is subjective to how you relax. Maybe the way someone else relaxes is not the way you relax. Some people relax by, drink a beer and watch some sports. That's relaxing to them. Some people
Fair.
relaxing is going to a spa. Some people relaxing is going straight on vacation. And some people relaxing, you said, is lay in bed all day. For me, I can only relax on the weekends.
Yeah. But
that's the one time I feel like, all right, I had a long weekend. Let me recover. Let me chill. I can sleep in a little later, even though I don't sleep in to how other people sleep in, but I can lay there.
let them know you'll sleep in.
Like 6, 7.
But I get it because we
That's
be up.
sleeping in for me because I'll be up around 4:40.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's sleeping in for me. And so I think on the weekends for sure. During the week, no. I feel like I got to get stuff accomplished during the week. So
Because I'm getting to a point now, but I think it's just the mentality and the space that we're in. We got stuff to do. So even now, I'm looking at my weekends. Like this weekend was chill, but even that, I was like kind of itching a little bit because I'm thinking about the stuff, not in a bad way. That's like, oh my God, I got so much stuff. But I'm just like, I'm excited. I'm excited. Like, I am excited to.
But you got to take yourself out of a entrepreneurial mindset who's passionate about what he's building. Because when you're passionate about what you're building, you're
It's every
always
day,
thinking
yeah.
about it, always excited to do it. But if you think about when you had a job that you wasn't passionate about, you wasn't doing no work for them on the weekends.
Not a bit.
So that's
Unless I'm at work. But
yeah, so that's the difference.
Fair.
You building something, you passionate about something, so that's different.
Because I when I read other entrepreneurial things and stuff like that, I know like some people, I think like if I say we said, all right, we're taking a month off. I don't think our brains take a month off. We could say that, but I feel like within a week or so, you gonna get a little itch. And but like
Here's
you said,
my thing: when you say take a week out, that means we can't talk about it.
Yeah, because like some people, like say there's a wife and husband on vacation, then that husband is like a entrepreneur or whatever. Like they may want them to cut off. Like, hey, I need you.
That's different. If you with a girl, that's different. But
But no, that's what I'm saying. That's where the problem lies. Because sometimes cutting off, sometimes you may not want to cut off in a sense where it's like, not that you're gonna be answering calls, but you may be thinking about work a little bit, like, because you just love like. So it's a balance.
Like if I'm out the country with you, when we've been out the country and stuff, if we just walk in or we eating at a restaurant,
we might talk about it.
We may talk about it because you're excited about it.
Yeah.
But if I'm with a girl, no, I'm not gonna talk about that because there's nothing for me to talk to her about unless she asks like a question specifically about that. But with me and you, we in the same business.
For sure.
Of course you want to talk about it.
And I'm not saying even talk about it to her, but like, yeah, it's just interesting. I don't know. I'm trying to find the term for it, but it's just interesting because I remember I heard, who was this? I don't think it was Stephen Bartlett. It was another. They were like, they're learning how to. Oh, I think it was a Netflix CEO. He was talking about like how he has a like almost like a red button. Like he'll tell his wife understands that. Of course, you got to get with somebody to understand, but like she understands that if this phone ring, it's only reason because shit's on fire. He said, other than that, my employees know Tuesday is, date night or whatever that's in. So I think it's the balance that you the parameters you put around it, but you also have a person who's like, hey, I know this is your life. It was your life before I got here. It's gonna be so. Because if something happens,
if you with a girl, she say this is our time. Because if you with that girl that understands when I'm at work, I'm working, but when we go on vacation, this is your time. Yeah, where I dedicate to you.
For sure.
Of course, I'm gonna cut it off. Definitely. I'm not gonna be talking about.
And like I said, it's only if it's on fire.
Yeah, like, so I can cut that off. Yeah. But if it's just me and you out the country,
we always gonna be talking about it.
It's gonna be talking about it. It's just part of it. Like.
Yeah, that part I can't cut off.
Men talk about. Men talk about sports. Men talk about business. Men talk about, especially the business they doing. Men
sports,
talk
business,
about women. That's what we talk about.
SBB, sports, business,
like how the stereotype is women, they gossip and talk about love and talk about men and all that. Men be talking about the stereotype for us is sports, business, but maybe some them talk about cars and they into cars.
Yeah, you get some vulnerable moments in there, for sure. That's all, But yeah, that's for the most part. But yeah, no, when I was asked that question, I was like, yeah, that's true. I'm learning how to relax, but I can say I don't know if it's a day where I'm just like fully relaxed, and maybe that day will come, but I don't think I've experienced where I'm not thinking about. But like I said, I think it's because we in an exciting part right now. Stuff is moving. You just thinking about stuff. So I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing because some people going to work is exciting for them. It's relaxing for them. That's what they love to do. Like when Wayne we were talking about Wayne when he was in the studio, he was like this. He was like, this might go into the club. Like I like this.
Some people going on vacation is stressful.
It's stressful, yeah. It's like some people cut their vacation short. They be like, I gotta get back to it, and I can't be. That's what they want to do. Like I get it. I get that fully. So, So I just thought that was a interesting question. I think I got one more thing.
And then plus, I don't know if y'all ever travel with a girl, but when you travel with a girl, there's a lot more on your mind that you got to think about and be responsible for. So you ain't got time to be talking about your business because you try to make sure all this goes straight. We get everywhere we need to go, everything on time.
Yeah.
You're dealing with, sometimes it could be emotions. It's a lot. So you ain't got time to think about business.
Yeah, and then people, I know because we moved into a new city, people are like, oh, what have you done? Where are you gone? We've done small stuff, but
I just had my first guest.
That's what I'm saying.
There's only been one guest in this house thus far.
And
I haven't been, people like, what's the eating spots? I haven't been able to explore. We got here and got straight to it.
Next week, we got a full week. We got straight to it. But this is what we wanted.
That's why we moved here.
I can't be mad at it.
Play around.
I can't be mad at it. And it's funny because the people that got us moving here asking us what we've been doing. What you think we've been doing? we trying to get to it. We working. There is a balance, of course, but then there's season. This is an unbalanced season. We talked about this the other day. We were like, we just understand that it's going to be like that. We in a sprint right now. That sprinter, you come around that corner.
And the beauty of it, I really don't know anybody here, so I can stay focused. Mm-hmm. If I was back in LA, it'd be plenty of people, hey, let's hang out, let's do this. Oh, I miss you. I haven't seen you.
It's events going on.
Do that. Okay, come to my birthday. It's just so much distractions here. I don't know nobody.
You got to get to it. I seen one new person in the gym when I went on Saturday. We've been here months. We seen maybe 2 new people, if that, at the gym. Like,
New construction, so ain't nobody in here.
it's just what it is. But we understand this season, and I think relaxation season comes towards the end of the year. But we just in like at least a 5 to 6 month sprint, especially after the 2-day retreat we just had. So we know we got a whole brand to get to. We got a whole business to handle. And it's just like, yes, relaxation is cool, and I think it's important. Rest is important. Now, it's different. Now, if you get some rest, go to sleep at night, get your rest, but full relaxation, that's not going to happen for a little bit. We understand that. And that's the nature of the game.
Better,
Cam
man.
yesterday was on this app, and he was cussing at this app yesterday.
I ordered a meal that was $16. I look at the goddamn taxes and
Tax is crazy.
It was 16. I'm like, it's the same. I'm buying another meal and not getting another meal for it.
No, that's insane. I'm paying $30-something. It was 16. At least, okay, $4. All right, money.
$5. I'll give you a little Caesar on it.
They want to put 2 extra meals on
And
it.
not giving me an extra meal.
Yeah, nah.
It's crazy.
No, it's insane. It's actually insane. And you like, when did this start getting like this? When Uber Eats, when I used to order, I get it. It was some charge, but I feel like it's just more now.
It's
Like
crazy, man. And then they charge you for priority, and you gotta do it.
I gotta do it.
Because if you don't do it, then they gonna go to 5 other apartments, and they be searching for parking, so that's an extra 10 minutes.
Now when they show up,
when they show the food loop.
the food loop.
Lukewarm. Nobody want that Luke food.
Don't nobody want the food loop.
Nobody want that Luke food. Nobody want that Luke soup.
That might be it.
That
Nobody
Luke
want
food.
that
Nobody
Luke
want that
food.
Luke food. They gotta do something, man.
Yeah, like they do gotta do something. Like,
Tell you, man, next
we gotta
president-
meet as a unit. Like, we need to.
Like, presidents want my vote. Start speaking to my pain points.
Yeah, Yeah,
When Biden said student loan forgiveness,
he spoke to your pain
He had
point.
my vote immediately.
Immediately.
If another one come out here saying they gonna fix the whole food delivery business,
they might got it.
Hey man,
They might got it
you
because
may be on to something. You cooking there.
they not hitting the pain points of the people, and that's the pain point.
But they gonna be cooking, not me. I'm gonna be ordering more.
Hey, during the pandemic, hey, that was a time. Huh?
No, you didn't. You remember you went.
No, I'm
through
talking about
it.
later. Like at the
Okay.
beginning, I was on it, but then later, yeah, that
This
was
man
it.
did a whole month of no ordering out, no eating out, cooked every meal.
No. It was 3.
3 months. This man ain't cooked since.
Well, last week, but I don't want to. Every time I do it, I don't want to.
Oh, so you remember to take it out the freezer that day.
Yeah, but then the day before, that's where I got that idea from. I
What
was
you
mad.
gonna eat after this pod?
Oh, I got a little Thai food left over.
Oh, Uber Eats, or you got it in person?
I got it in person, yeah, because I definitely wasn't
Smart.
Yeah, because Uber Eats would have been $100. It's ridiculous. Uber Eats, stop that, man! Stop.
See, the last thing I'll say before we get
Okay.
out here, I still got some of the food left over from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I still got it left over, because I got to justify what I paid for.
That's true.
I can't eat it in one sitting and feel good about
So
it.
even if it's real good, you have to.
I wanted to eat it all in
Yeah,
one sitting.
yeah.
But I knew if I did, I wouldn't feel good about it. Because I'm like, no, I paid this much and only got one meal out of it. So I got to bust it down to make it feel like I got 2.
And
And
I-
I don't want to be living like that.
And some people don't eat leftovers, which is insane to me.
Oh, y'all tripping.
Y'all tripping. Some leftovers hit better. Like some leftovers be like, man. Some people just don't eat leftovers, and I'd be like, that's wild. That's almost a slap in the face.
See,
Like
they was born with a silver spoon.
Yeah, 'cause I'm
I was
eating-
born and they put a bottle in mine.
straight bottle because I want to eat leftovers. Somebody say you want to take these leftovers? Yeah, let me get them. You don't want them? Let me get them. All right, man.
I should
Well,
act brand new today because I was born on a Sunday.
well, guys, remember to review, like, and comment on the Apple Podcast app. Make sure you leave that comment. Leave us
I'm
a
about to
review.
check after this, see if y'all been listening the past 2 episodes.
Past
or
2
3
episodes.
episodes.
Well, 3
I mean,
episodes,
so
yeah.
I'm going to go check and see if y'all been commenting. So
Yeah.
y'all been commenting, say, Cam, I listened.
All right, there you go. So make sure y'all commenting on YouTube. Keep running it up. Thank y'all for watching the clips, the shorts, all that stuff. I got another clip I need to drop from this past. We got clips coming. We back. We
need to put
back.
them clips on Facebook.
We got to put them on Facebook too. Yeah, it's a lot of things. Yeah, so we gonna holler at y'all. Thank you and have a blessed one. Peace.